Now, what is the correct way to pronounce your stage name?
The correct way to pronounce my stage name is Blake. Blake. It's simple.
Do people mispronounce this?
Whenever they try to be funny, talking about block A and all that, from that video, that Key and Peele video, but other than that, they know what it is.
Do people misspell it?
They better not.
Now, where did this stage name of yours derive from? What are the details of its origin?
My mommy and daddy, that's my birth name. They thought I was gonna be a boy at first. And my name was gonna be Antonio. And my middle name was gonna be Blake. But they figured out I was gonna be a girl. So it was like, well, Blake could still work. And I think it fits me. So yeah. Shout out to my mommy and daddy.
Have you met any other female Blakes?
Actually, yes. And they had the same middle name as me too. It was in my ballet class when I was like 3 years old. But yeah, it was like one or two other Blake Elizabeths. And where they at? I wonder what they doing, actually. Like, dang. Where y'all at, Blake Elizabeth? Where y'all at?
You've also met male Blakes as well?
Yeah, I can't just think about them off rip, but yeah, I've definitely met, male Blakes before.
Whether it was online or offline, have you met more male or female Blakes?
More males, because other than like the girl, well, some girls will comment under my stuff like, oh, we got the same name or whatever, but the only Blakes that I like can remember just meeting like in person for real was from my ballet class.
And was there a name to this ballet class back then?
I forgot that lady name. I'm really a cheerleader. See, I didn't care for ballet like that. I did it, but then I had to finish the season because my mama was like, you can't quit. But I figured out what competitive cheer was in the middle of me doing ballet. And I hated it after a while. I'm like, I hate this. I just want to cheer. So I know my cheer coach's name, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, lady.
And what part of the world did this take place in?
It took place in Lake Charles, Louisiana, the bottom of the boot.
Now, you've already given the origin of your first name, but what about your middle name?
My middle name, I don't know where that come from. I guess it just flow good. Blake Elizabeth. I don't even know. Queen Elizabeth. I don't know.
Now, for you, why incorporate your birth name as your stage name? There are some that avoid that. They may use a nickname or an alias that has nothing to do with their birth name.
Cause shit, Blake is Blake. Like Beyonce is Beyonce. Like, hey.
Has that ever been a concern or even end up being an issue for you of some sort, using your real name as your stage name, like doxing, for example, and things of that nature?
Yeah, nah, I mean, it ain't ever really been no issue. Like, it's Blake. Like.
Did you have any nicknames growing up by any chance?
Yes, I did. And that I still get called that nickname, and it's Tukey. If y'all know me for real, y'all know it's Tukey, Tukes if you're nasty. But yeah, that's my nickname. My daddy really called me that, and my close friends, whenever they proud of me, oh, Tukey, yeah,
And do you know why? Do you know the reasoning why?
I have no idea why they call me that. They just been calling me that my whole life. Like, I don't know where the hell Tukey comes from, but I'm Tukes. Like, I really don't. I don't know where they get that. I don't know. I just know I've been Tukey.
Was there ever a thought on incorporating that for a stage name?
Oh, hell no. That's low-key embarrassing. Like, no. Not at all. No.
Now, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened with your stage name, if anything?
I don't think nothing crazy ever happened.
Nothing out of the norm?
Nah, they know not to play with me.
Now, what about your music? What stage names have you gone for with your music?
Okay, now, whenever I was younger, my stage name used to be Blake Sparkles, and I absolutely hated it. I always wanted to go by just Blake because Blake Sparkles was just so corny and lame to me. I hated that name. Like, I used to get mad whenever they would introduce me. Blake Sparkles, I'm like, it's just Blake. I used to get mad. I don't know. It just sounded too kiddie to me. I don't know.
And who came up with that?
My team at the time, because like we had like our own label, Sparkle Productions. But I think Sparkle Productions came from Blake Sparkles. I really don't know, but my team and management at the time that I was working with, they came up with that name. It probably was cute for back then. Like, okay, I guess I'm cool with it now. But back then, oh, I hated that shit. I'm probably just cool with it because they don't call me that no more. I don't know.
No longer with that team or management.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's still family, though. Still family.
Like biologically related? Or?
No, I mean, damn near. I mean, because, I started my music when I was 10 years old. So, I'm 21 now. So, like, I look at, like, my old manager as, like, my uncle, really. And I just ran into him the other day, actually. Yeah, literally.
And why didn't things work out in that scenario there?
Basically, I feel like he just took me as far as he could. In Louisiana, I come from a real small place. So, there's only so much you could do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it wasn't like no beef or anything, but, he just took me, as far as he could take me.
And is this also in reference to Lake Charles as well?
Yeah. Lake Charles, real small.
And was that the only stage name you had for music?
Yeah, it was only, Blake Sparkles. Sometimes I go by Blake the Plug since I was 16. Blake the Plug, yeah. But it's really just Blake. That's what it boils down to, just Blake.
And what's the meaning behind Blake the Plug and who coined that?
I coined that when I was 16. I had a summer job. I was moving that dope. I was 16, yeah. I mean, I wasn't like El Chapo or nothing like that, but I was like, I need some money and I need a summer job. So I sold weed for a little while for the summer, And then, yeah, that's why. And I put Blake the Plug in my bio. I was like, okay, that's kind of going to it's kind of going to let them know without me just saying like, hey, I sell weed. So I just put that in my bio, like, okay, maybe that'll give them, like, they're going to be, you the plug. Plug for what? Y'all know. Yeah, and it's just been in my bio ever since, Blake the Plug.
Now, I asked you a lot of questions about your stage name. With everything considered, any regret with the final stage name choice?
Nah, because it's always what I wanted. Always what I wanted, Blake.
Anything else you want to mention about your stage name? Or a question you weren't asked, people want to know about it?
Not really. I mean, it's just my name. I mean, it took me a little while to like my name because growing up, I kind of always wish I had something a little more girlier. But I think now I love my name. It fits me. Like I said, it's Blake.
And speaking of that, do people ever question your gender?
Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no.
Asking you respectfully, not being funny.
No, that's funny. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. Whenever I go to the doctor, they might like expect a boy, and they'll be like, "Oh, I thought like, nah, it's me." And like, I got some mail from Chase the other day, and it said Mr. Blake E. Like my whole name, and I was like, they tried it. But yeah, no, it doesn't really get confused.
What about on the phone with like customer service or anything of that nature?
They hear my voice. They know. Unless they crazy.